Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video with Tank People today, and today we're doing, well, boys and girls, I'm glad that you asked, because today we're back on World Tanks Concert. That's right, boys and girls. And what we're doing on World Tanks Concert or Tank, well, again, I'm glad you asked, because today we are taking a look at the Type 62. That's right, the Tier 7 Chinese Premium Light Tank. This thing, I gotta say, is a little bit of a beastie boy at Tier 7 as a Premium Light Tank. Now, I am going to say this much. If you already have the Halloween version, which is this vehicle right here, which is the Dragon Type 62, which is the same thing as the vehicle, just, my Halloween variation of this vehicle, which you can get this vehicle during the Halloween event, when the Halloween tanks usually comes on sale, or usually event comes out where you can earn one for free. So, yeah, but this vehicle, you can gain it by through this season. So, we're going to go over some of the stats of this vehicle here in the garage and see how she performs in the battlefield after we're done within the garage. So let's get right into today's video about the Type 62 vehicle there, guys. So standardly with your penetration, with your standard rounds, you get 145 meters of penetration. Your premium rounds gets 220, and your HE gets scores 43. Damage is 180 for both your standard and premium rounds, and 300 for your HE. Hit points is 880, which is not a lot, due because this vehicle does see those tier 9s. So yeah, you really want to play pretty stealthy with this vehicle, especially when you get up tiered to tier 9. So yeah, view range is 413, concealment is 291, and of course I forgot to say, max speed is 63 miles per hour. I'm sorry for that, guys. But let's take a look at the other stats. So, equipment I put in this vehicle, like I said, I always love putting this advanced load. 10% load time is 10% less, so you gain your shells in there a little bit more quicker, which is really good. And then I put gun stabilizer, vehicle movement accuracy is 20%, and turn rotation accuracy is 20%. I would have to drop this. I would say drop this for advanced optics for view range is 10% more, so that way you can spot the enemy tanks more, depending on if you want to sit in bushes and stuff like that, and play as more of a stealthy type of light tank. Um, Otherwise, could also go for improved ventilations. Crew performance is 5% as well. Maybe also advanced gun lane drive, which is show aim speed is 12%. Um, or if you want to get the speed up for this vehicle, which advanced powertrain, max speed is 5%, horsepower is 5%. It all depends on which way you want to take it. But my third one as well is this advanced concealment, reduced tank detectability. Just because if I do want to play as more of a sneaky role as well. But like I said, if I would probably drop the gun stabilizer for advanced optics if you want to play as the sneaky type, along with also trying to spot for yourself. Consumables, I put a premium repair kit, premium first aid, and premium fuel boost, which is, boost act, passive boost is 5% speed and 10% current rotation speed. So, yeah. And then we have our ammunition. So I carry up to around 37 AP rounds, 5 heat rounds, and 5 HE rounds. Not that bad, right? Yeah. Let's look at the commander. The commander I have rapid loading, 10% increase to gun reload speed, which, like I said, I put this on all my commanders. I also put green thumb, 10% increase to vehicle camera factor while sitting in foliage, and also situational awareness, which is 6% increase to max view range. So yeah. Anything else I would put on this vehicle? I would probably put, where is it? Perhaps muffled shot, 30% increase to shooting camouflage factor. So it 30% increase to your shooting when you're trying to fire through camouflage. Not camouflage. um, foliage when you're shooting through bushes and stuff like that. Or we could also definitely put general mechanic, which is 10% increase to repair speed of all damaged modules. I probably would put Born Leader, which is 10% increase to skill, effectiveness, and crew performance, or even Quick Leader, if you want to get your commander um, earning more XP per battle. But also, I would try to go for snapshot, steady aim, and rapid aim. I know you can't really take a lot of perks, but you can decide what you want to do. Do keep in mind too, if you do want to take a perk off, it is going to cost you 10 gold to respect this skill, and yeah, 30 gold to respect all skills. So depending on which way you want to do it. But that's my perks on my commander. Now let's look at the armor of the vehicle, which is a light tank, but I do like to talk about the armor because you never know about a light tank. Sometimes you might pull off some type of like ricochet where you don't know how you pull it off and stuff. So yeah. So we got 10 meter sickness, which is both well around the gun mantlet, it looks like. 12 meter sickness, which is well again around the gun mantlet plus the turret ring itself plus stability of the tank. 15 meter sickness, which is the tracks. About 16 meter sickness, which is the engine deck and around the turret or below the turret little area. 20-meter thickness, which is the sides of the hull and the rear of the hull and the rear of the turret and the little cupolas plus the forehead. And it looks like a little bit like below on the left and right of the gun mantlet. We have 30-meter thickness, which is the gun, the low parade, and the left and right of the turret. And plus, I think it's maybe a little bit on the cupola. But there, 35 meter thickness, which is the upper plate, which is also angled, so these are pretty decent, right? Yeah. 40 meter thickness, which is the left and right of the turret of the front, and the cupolas as well, due because they do stick up. And then 45 meter thickness, which is the gun mantlet and the full front of the turret and the turret ring itself. So yeah, it's not the best well armored vehicle in the game, or well, it is a light tank, but it's a Chinese light tank, so yeah, take that with a pinch of salt. But let's look at some of the other stats for the vehicle. So top forward speed is 63 miles per hour. Top reverse speed is 24.15 miles per hour. Horsepower is 430. Power to weight ratio is 20.48. Hit points, like we said, is 880. Hull rotation speed is 54 seconds. Soft train resistance is 1.30. Medium train resistance is 0.60. And firm train resistance is 0.50. Detectability range while sitting still is 291.74, and while moving is 291.74. So it's the same thing when you're sitting still or moving. So yeah, rest is going to be about the gun. So turn rotation speed is 52.80. Accuracy during rotation is 1.72. Max elevation is 20. Max depression is 5. Reload time is 4.45 seconds. Rate of fire is 13.40. Accuracy on 100 meters is 0.37. Accuracy during movement is 2.61. Aim time is 2.30. And of course, you get only one shot due because you're a single shot gun. Max ammunition is 47 rounds. You can go up to 47 types of rounds. Of course, we said AP, heat, and HE. And average damage per minute is 2,421, not 21, 2,425. And we already talked about the average, the penetration and the damage and stuff. And of course, the rest of it is just because it's the premium vehicle. If you want to put it in pause, the video in pause, go right ahead and see what the premium benefits are for the vehicle. And yeah, I say that's basically it for the vehicle in the garage. I got a nice, decent gameplay for you guys to watch. I'm also teaming up with one of my friends, the Reckless X. So yeah, you're going to be seeing him. I believe he will be also playing the Type 62 as well. So a light tank platoon. So yeah, you're gonna be watching us both bombing around at tier 7. We're gonna have to see what happens in the gameplay. But I'd like to know what you guys do you think about this light tank? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know. I'm probably gonna say it here before we get into the gameplay. But I guess enough for the jibber jabber the tank. Let's go ahead see what this little beast can do in the battlefield. See you guys in a few seconds. Alright? Alright. So we're back, guys, on Swamp, which I gotta say, this was a pretty decent game for me. Like I said, I am platooned up with my friend, the Reckless X, and this is a tier 8 game, but we still pretty good. Even though we are bottom tiered, I gotta say, this thing is pretty decent. Yes, it doesn't do basically a lot of damage, as being a tier 7 premium light tank, but in some way, over time, that damage does rack up, and that damage does make it a difference, depending on especially how you want to run the vehicle. If you really want to run this vehicle as a, like I said, a completely stealthy vehicle, you could use the advanced optics and also, camouflage net to stay hidden, and also have some perks with it, also stay hidden more, and use perks for using your view range. But I do like to use that sometimes, but in this game, well, I guess we did stay undetected pretty decently, and we are going to be going over on this flank because I feel like this side is more for like a light tank kind of gameplay. Not sure why I'm knocking down all the trees. I am. There's my friend, and the reason why I stopped is because I'm looking at the player base with the players. You're probably they're thinking, why are you looking at their tank? Well, he told me about someone in the, uh, I think was it in the enemy team or our team. I forgot which one it was. I don't know if there was one pinging on me or the enemy team, but yeah. Oh my goodness! But we're back into the gameplay here, and we are, well, don't get no spots sadly, but it doesn't really matter. We take a Hail Mary shot at that medium tank, was it? Something like that. And I'm going around that well, tier 8 medium tank does get spotted, but I don't. I'm getting some assistance, and you see I am staying above, not spotted, which is really good. And I'm knocking these trees down to help my counter factor a little bit more. So yeah, but I believe that, yep, this is where I get spotted because I am getting a little bit more closer. I believe there is a sneaky tank destroyer hiding somewhere, and I'm knocking a little bit more trees down to maybe get myself stay hidden a little bit more better. Now I'm reversing because I do get spotted, and I don't want to get hit by a tier 8 medium tank or a tier 8 heavy tank or a tier 8 tank destroyer. We do go up, we're still spotted, but I'm still knocking trees down because I still want to keep my, well, use those trees in some way great advantage, and trying to use the mechanics here. And we looks like we do spot a tank destroyer, which is a German, very lightly armored tank destroyer. And it looks like we're trying to look for a good shot into the guy. We do fire. I was hesitant to fire because I didn't want to get spotted. In this case, someone was aiming at me, but I still took it anyways, and I didn't get hit. So, which is a really good thing. And I'm kind of thinking of going forward and trying to get that tank destroyer out, because that thing can be very sneaky. It's a Kunza Panzer. I think that's the 105 variant. There's a 90 variation of the vehicle. Yep, that's the 105. A very lightly armored vehicle. Looks like we are trying to maneuver because that is a non-turned vehicle. And looks like we also spot 2 artillery. And we do put 2 good rounds to the guy. It does miss his first shot, but we put another good round to him. Artillery hits me, but I use the repair kit. I do take the tank destroyer out. And now it's time for to get some artillery. And I hit the first artillery, which is the one that hit me, which is a American artillery, which is the equalizer, which normally would have an auto-loading gun, but well, he gets taken out, and it looks like he has the single shot gun. And there's another American artillery, which is the M12, and there's a Bourrasque that's for me, a tier 8 French premium medium tank, and we're just focusing this artillery down. As you can see, we are just playing ring around the rosy around this artillery, and yeah, we take him out. And this Bourrasque just wants us dead. He really wants us dead. I believe he already fired both of his shots. I think he's either on a reload, so we do put another nice shot into him. My friend's taking the heat off of me a little bit here, and looks like we put another good shot into the Bourrasque, and it looks like the Bourrasque is, well, doomed. He's not gonna make it. And we put another nice good shot into him before he gets taken out. Alright, 2 kills, up to about 2,000 damage, and 2,000 spotting. Oh my, that's a good bit, right? Yeah. And, you know, I feel good. I feel pretty good with taking out the artillery. Um, my friend almost had an accident over there, took most of his hit points away, and boom, we won. Wow. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, there, guys. I hope you guys really did enjoy it. But one more thing before we do go, I like to know what you think about the Type 62. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you in a mix for it? Or do you glad that you have this new, well, not new, but this Tier 7 Premium Light Tank in for your Chinese crew to train them up? Let me know down below in the comments. But that's gonna be it for this one, there, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. If you guys did, please press that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys want to. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.